Let's see. We have more time. We have John. Let's talk a little bit. We got John Carney is here. Kellyanne Conway is with us. Dan Clifton's with us, partner and head of policy research at Strategas. Kellyanne, you got a quick one for me? Clock is ticking, but let me hear what do you think?
It was fantastic. Yeah, this was America first in real time. I also love, Larry, in addition to everything you said, two things. One, that the president brought us along. He showed the facts and figures. They've been diagnosing the problem now for months, if not years, so nobody should be surprised. He came to play with solutions and specifics. Number two, this is going to make America wealthier and give us more opportunities in the long term. This is important because the president held up great positive examples. Johnson & Johnson, $55 billion. SoftBank, OpenAI, Apple, Oracle. He's showing people, if you don't want to avoid tariffs, start investing more in this country. This is how some of our iconic companies are doing it already.
No, it's great. It's import substitution, but if you produce in America, you don't have a tariff. Dan Clifton, off the top of your head?
This is a lot of tariff increases at once. He's got to make sure it doesn't become too disruptive. The key to all this, Larry, is to make sure that Congress gets pro-growth tax cuts for Americans, both on business and individuals. Lower rates would be preferable, and offset and sterilize any of the negative impact of all these tariffs hitting at once.
John Carney, it's interesting. We'll figure out a revenue number in the next hour or so. But why not take these revenues and put them into lower tax rates across the board?
Absolutely. You can slash taxes. You could go in and eliminate entire taxes with how much revenue you're going to come. You could have capital gains taxes go to zero. That would create an investment boom in the United States, completely offsetting any possible drag from this. I also think a really important point is the reciprocal tariffs can go lower. Donald Trump should put up a website that tells the whole world, look, we will post in real time. You drop your tariffs, you'll see your numbers drop on ours. It's very mechanical. It's about half of what everybody's tariffs are for us. So if they drop by 2 points, ours should drop by 1. That should be the way it works. It's very clear.
Dan Clifton, I think exporters, they're going to eat almost half of the tariff point.
That's right.
I mean, you have to put that in the calculation.
Absolutely. And so we saw this in 2018, 2019.
Yeah.
We expect a similar effect that's going to happen right now. So what you can see is that there's actually going to be more economic pressure on the countries that are getting hit with these tariffs than they will be in the U.S. And maybe that's enough pressure, as John just said, to bring them to the table and to begin the negotiation. But this is a fundamental change.
Kellyanne, I just got a couple seconds, but you know what? America is the biggest ball game in the so-called global village. They have to come to us sooner or later. They have to come to us.
But what's different now, Larry, is we have an American president willing to do that and say it and put the action behind it. He made very clear in that last year of Biden, we lost 1 million manufacturing jobs, and our trade deficit went to a record $1.2 trillion.
Thank you,
That's all turning around now. America is back.
We appreciate it very, very much. Please tune in 7 p.m. Eastern right here on Fabulous Fox Business for another live hour of analysis of Mr. Trump's tariff plan and his overall economic plan. We got Speaker Mike Johnson. We got Council of Economic Advisors Chair Steve Myron.